finna go to MEPS, boy. If you never been to MEPS before, you probably been watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos, making yourself paranoid. I know I did. But let me just say this, when it's all said and done, you done passed your ASVAB, you done passed the medical evaluation, you done picked the job that you wanted, and you swore in, you're gonna be walking out the door like, really, bruh? Really? Like, I was tripping over that? Let's get into it. Yo, what's going on, y'all? This your man Marcus A. Brown, aka Red Pill Sailor, and today we're gonna talk about my MEPS experience. Just to start off with the basics, you probably know this already, but MEPS stands for Military Interest Processing Station, okay? And they work in conjunction with the Department of Defense to administer your ASVAB test, which is like an IQ test, and your medical evaluation. Once you get those out of the way, you will sit down with a liaison for your particular branch that you signed up for, and they will let you know based on your ASVAB scores and your medical evaluation what jobs are available and which of those jobs that are available that you qualify for. I just got done with MEPS last week. I thought I was gonna make a video on it sooner, but you're gonna be tired after MEPS. You're gonna be happy, but you're gonna be tired as hell because it's a long day. I actually went to MEPS here in Chicago twice. Once for the PICAP verification, which I'm gonna make a whole nother video on that, and the second time for the medical evaluation. But I got both of them knocked out in the first try. I got the exact job I wanted, so I'm happy about that. Signed my contract, swore in the same day, and now I am officially in what they call the Delayed Entry Program, or DEP, for the U.S. Navy Reserves. I'm finna give y'all the lick on MEPS, G. I'm finna tell y'all how this finna go, bro. I got you. Look, your recruiter is gonna schedule you an appointment for MEPS, and chances are you probably gonna end up staying in a hotel the night before. I believe it's optional. I stayed so close to MEPS, they told me I don't even have to stay at the hotel if I want to. But since the military paying for it and it came with a free dinner and I wanted the experience, I'm like, yeah, bro, let me get there. Let me, you know what I'm saying, see what's to that. If your recruiter makes arrangements for you to stay the night at this hotel, you're gonna check in around 3 o'clock. I believe it's called the Freedom Room or Freedom Hall, but there's a designated space for military personnel and for future recruits, military recruits. And this is gonna be handled through the hotel and MEPS. So you're actually gonna be dealing with people that work for MEPS the moment you sign in, the moment you check into that hotel. Let me say this about what you bring to MEPS. You can't go wrong with business professional or business casual. I'm just saying don't be too dressy unless your recruiter suggests that. But me personally, after seeing it, you don't have to be super dressy, just don't be ratchet. I just wanted to show y'all everything I'm bringing for MEPS tomorrow. And again, this is for the medical evaluation. I already took my ASVAB, so I got my 2 outfits here. Probably gonna wear this today, wear that tomorrow. Got another outfit I can work out in or sleep in. I'm bringing my own face towel, bringing my own soap. They should have these things at the hotel, but this is my first time, so I don't know. Got my hygiene products here. I got some reading material, got my documents here, and my gym bag. So as y'all can see, it's not a whole lot. We just gonna hopefully get in and get out and keep it simple. So let's get it. So you check in at the hotel. You're gonna be in that Freedom Hall or Freedom Room. You probably heard about it on other videos, but you cannot record in there. I would have loved to have shown y'all like some footage of it, but they don't want you recording in there. It's basically like a big kicking it spot. It's a waiting room with movies, video games, pool tables, things like that. You're gonna be sitting in there basically waiting for dinner with other people that are enlisted in other branches of the military. This is gonna be the place where you are assigned your room key and your roommate. So y'all will get to know each other a little better. You can be sociable as long as you want to in that room, that Freedom Room or Freedom Hall. And let me say this, you can be sociable, you know what I'm saying? You can even have a slight little turn up, you know, people be getting excited over the video games or the whatever's on TV or whatnot. Just don't tweak, man. A lot of MEPS is just don't go overboard, you know what I'm saying? You get your meal voucher, then they tell you what time you can go get dinner. Around 8 o'clock, maybe 8:30, everybody's gonna have a last briefing in that room where you're gonna watch a video on sexual harassment, you're gonna watch another video on MEPS, just talking about the history of it, the purpose of MEPS, and give you a brief idea of what you're gonna go through the next day. They're gonna tell you that curfew is at 10 p.m. So after that video, after y'all watch that video, y'all can kind of kick it a little bit longer, but you have to be in your room by 10 p.m. They don't want any hottie thotty activities going on in the hotel. You know what I'm saying? It's common sense, like I said, but I understand why they stress that. The males will be on one floor, the females will be on another floor. They're gonna make it very clear. Do not be on the opposite sex floor. Do not be in nobody else's room. Just common sense stuff, bro. You here for a reason. Don't forget why you came here. You got MEPS tomorrow. If you hook up with a little MEPS boo and y'all wanna keep in contact, hey, that's on y'all, but ain't no going on no MEPS date. Ain't no going out across the street to the mall, none of that. Just chill, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get some sleep because it's going to be a long day tomorrow. When you wake up in the morning, that's when the mind games begin. So you and your roommate are in the room by 10 p.m. Hopefully y'all go to sleep and y'all not up talking all night. You wake up around 4:15, 4:30. You have to be downstairs around 4:45. Breakfast begins at 5. Y'all turn in y'all room keys. Y'all will get these breakfast vouchers. This is what I think about breakfast. In terms of quality of food and taste, breakfast was fine, G. Breakfast is good, but you gotta be careful what you eat. Why? Because you about to go to a medical evaluation, bro. I'm 34. I'm what they call an older recruit. And so I'm kind of going in here with a whole different mind frame, looking at like oatmeal, French toast, all this juice. It's laid out real nice, G. It's all types of basically carbs and sugar or whatever. I've had more than one recruiter tell me that you can enjoy the breakfast, just don't go crazy with juice and candy, like sweets and stuff like that. Me personally, I love coffee. Didn't drink any coffee. Didn't want to have too much caffeine in my system or nothing like that. Looking and tasting the food, I can definitely see how if you go overboard, maybe that can affect some of your results. All in all, the food was good. You know, I didn't hear anybody have any complaints. I didn't really eat a lot. I just filled up on eggs, basically eggs and cheese and a little bit of bacon. Now that bacon, I could taste the salt in this bacon. It's good. It's some good ass salty bacon, G, but I'm just saying, you finna take a medical evaluation, so I'm looking at it like, you're not finna have me eat this salty bacon and then be asking me like, I see your blood pressure is high, like, are you sure you're not dealing with some hypertension or something? You know, they might pull some shit like that. So walk in there on your square, G. Like I said, this is when the mind games begin. A lot of people on YouTube have said that MEPS, their purpose is to fail you or disqualify you. Like, that's their mission, to fail you. I can see why people say that. If you don't fill up on bacon all day and drink all of the juice and all of the pop and all of the cakes and all of the brownies, you should be fine. This was another funny thing that I saw them do. Now, after we had breakfast, right, everybody goes back to the room for one last briefing. They make sure that you turned in your hotel key because you're not going back to the hotel room. So bring all your stuff with you. And they're preparing you to load on the bus. So there was this lady that worked for MEPS and she was like, anybody that needs to go outside to take a smoke break or you need to use the bathroom, do it now. And she said that like 3 or 4 times. If you need to go to the bathroom right now, because you're not going to have a chance to do it later. Shout out to my roommate too. He was a future Marine, man. He was cool. We was kind of on the same page. We already knew what it was. This lady constantly hollering, go use the bathroom now. If you need to take a smoke break now. Now, let's think about this for a minute. Why would you use the bathroom if all you're gonna do is get on the bus, get off the bus, and they're gonna have you take a piss anyway? Just don't do it. Nobody went out for a smoke break. But if you do smoke, I just saw you smoking. Do you have a history of smoking? Have you ever smoked before? Anything that you say yes to or anything that could be proven that you have done, you're gonna have to provide documentation for it. That can open up a can of worms for them to just come up with all type of other shit to delay your process or possibly disqualify you. You don't want to deal with that, man. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm not telling you what to say. That's a personal decision. All I'm gonna say is whatever you say yes to, you have to provide documentation. If your ass say, I think I did fall off a sliding board when I was 2 years old, I did hit my head when you gotta provide documentation, bro. Whatever you discuss with your recruiter and whatever you told them is basically what you need to tell MEPS. Because if you say something that don't line up with what you told the recruiter and the recruiter sent that information to MEPS, then they're gonna start opening a can of worms on you, bro. Because it's like, all right, well, your recruiter said this, but now you saying that. And another thing you don't want to get caught up in, I ain't want to have no small talk, bro. Like, MEPS people are not always mean. They do the good cop, bad cop thing. You got some people that's like real, fill this out, turn that over, do that, get dressed, get undressed. They gonna boss you around and talk real fast or whatever. You'll get through that. Just be respectful. Yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, I understand. You're gonna be saying that all day. Yes sir, no sir, thank you, I understand. That's all you need. All that small talk about, yeah, I'm from the south side and my dad was in the bruh, this ain't the time for all that. You're just trying to do what they tell you to do and get out that jam, folks. If you want to be at the front of the line at MEPS, just remember that the last people on the bus are the first people getting off the bus. So when you leave in a hotel, if you're at the end of the line, then you're going to get on the bus. They're going to have everybody go to the back first and fill it up from back to front. So by you being on the back of the line, you're going to be now in the front of the line at the front of the bus. So as soon as you get off the bus, you're going to line up in twos, you're going to talk to somebody that's going to tell you what's about to go down, and you're walking into the building to go through the metal detectors. You're walking into a federal building with metal detectors, so don't tweak. Don't bring nothing stupid, bro. Like I said, it's just common sense, bro. Remember that. Common sense, don't tweak. Once you get through the metal detectors, you are gonna put all of your belongings in this little cubby hole. Then you're gonna walk to the control desk where you're gonna get a name tag. They're gonna probably take some more information from you. Then you go to this little classroom type setting where they're gonna rush you to fill out some paperwork. Don't let them rush you, because if you make a mistake, bro, that's on you. Most of the paperwork you filling out is gonna be similar to what you already filled out at the recruiter's office. It's gonna be a list of yes or no questions about like criminal background, medical history. Most of this stuff, if you got a clean record, you can just jot down no, but be careful with that. They may try to rush you, but make sure you're reading and comprehending what you're marking off yes or no to. But it's some questions that you might answer yes to that's just common sense, that it doesn't necessarily mean you have to provide documentation for. For example, do you have any mental illnesses? No. Are you a terrorist? No. Are you a member of any organization that wants to overthrow the US government? No. Have you ever tried to commit suicide? No. Have you ever committed suicide? What?
How, Sway? Take a few steps back.
You ain't got the answers, man.
Most of these questions, I assume the answer would be no, but you can't just go down the list. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Because you're going to get to a question that says something like, are you in good health? And if you click no, or if you scribble no, then they going to look at that and there ain't no changing it, bro. They going to be like, Mr. Brown, we asked if you're in good health. You said no. Like, what's to you, bro?
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
I said,
what I'm saying?
I thought.
That's what, you know what I'm saying? That you done fucked up now, you know that, don't you?
And you can't say, oh yeah, that was a mistake, I was rushing up. Got your bitch ass. So just make sure you're paying attention to what you're reading. This is not really a race. You don't have to rush through everything, even though they telling you to rush. The reason I say you might want to go through the metal detector soon, because I don't know what the weather might be like. It might be raining, it might be cold out. You don't want to be standing outside or standing in the doorway waiting to get in the building. So that's why I gave y'all that little tip on getting on the bus at the end so that you could be the first one off. Once you finish filling the paperwork out, they're gonna have you watch another video, which is like a reintroduction to what MEPS is, what their purpose is, what you're gonna be doing. Then at that point, they'll start splitting y'all up to do different things. In the medical, you're gonna be split up going different ways. So like I said, it's not a race. They pretty much gonna send you where they need you at any given moment. So you might go in and you might start your vision test first. You might start your hearing test first. You might go see the doctor first. You might do your blood work first. It's whatever they need you to do. So just be ready to do whatever they ask you to do. They got me started with the vision test first. You got the depth perception and the regular vision test. So the depth perception, if you remember them 3D glasses, them blue and red glasses you go to the movies with, it's just like that. You put these glasses on, or you might look through a machine depending on what MEPS you at, and you're gonna look at these little dots that's laid out on a piece of paper. Just tell them the corresponding dot that you see jumping out at you. It's like 3D, bro. That's depth perception. That's all it is. The other vision test is basically far sight and near sight. You're looking at this little glass and you're reading off numbers or letters based on whatever is the furthest that you can see clearly. You just read it out as best as you can. I took them type of tests before. As a truck driver, you gotta take them same tests for your DOT car, so that really wasn't a big deal to me. It's another test that I left out. It's the color vision, like make sure you're not colorblind. Basically something like this. If you can look at this or look at a series of images like this and tell what number is in the circle, then you're gonna pass the color vision test. Next, I had the hearing test. For the hearing test in Chicago, there's 6 seats lined outside of the booth. The person administering the test is gonna tell you which order to go into the booth, and y'all gonna sit in one of 6 seats. Put these headphones on. It's like soundproof headphones that squeeze against your ears. And once he locks the door in the booth, you won't really hear anything but your heart beating. That's how quiet it is in that booth. Basically, once you hear the beeps, you're gonna hear sets of 3, like doo doo doo, doo doo doo, doo doo doo. They're gonna be different pitches and stuff. And it can vary. It could go from left ear to right ear. It could be all in the left ear, all in the right ear. But they basically gonna test both of your ears. And when you hear these sets, you click the button once. Let's say you hear doo doo doo, you click the button once. You don't have to click it doo doo doo. You don't have to correspond with the sets that you hear. Just click it once you hear something, bro. Remember them games at Chuck E. Cheese where you whack-a-mole? It's like that. It's like doo doo doo, click. Just don't click it multiple times. Just doo doo doo, click. Doo doo doo, click. Doo doo, click. First they're gonna start off loud, then they get real faint. You may not even be sure if you hearing shit or not, or if you just tweaking. Like, it could be real quiet, just still click. But don't click, click, click. Don't go crazy, just click, click, click. And eventually you won't hear anything else. And even when you don't hear nothing at all, don't say I'm finished or don't make no noise, because you might mess up the person next to you. So just chill. Once you don't hear any more clicks, just sit there and wait on him to tell you that the test is over with. After the hearing test, I finally had the piss test, and yay, we was smart. We didn't pee at first. As soon as they asked, like, hey, which one of y'all could pee on command, I'm like, bro, let's get it. I'm ready, bro. Let's do this. So you piss in a cup, fill it up to the line, you wait, bring it to this front counter, you're gonna sign off for it. That's it. From there, I went to the blood test. They're gonna draw your blood. After that, they told me to sit in line and wait for the doctor. You're gonna sit down with a doctor and they're gonna go over the paperwork, make sure that all of your answers that you put on the paper lines up with what you're saying while you're sitting right there. He or she is gonna kind of just, you know, give you a general observation, look you up and down, look at your body, make sure you don't have no type of scratches or scars or surgery line, like anything that's questionable. If you got or abnormalities or something like that, anything that could be questionable, that's what they're looking for. Then I can't really speak on what they do for the ladies, but for the gentlemen, at some point you are gonna have to drop your jaws. They're gonna fill on the family jewels, make sure that it's there. They're gonna look at your dig, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna ask you to look to the side and cough, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna ask you to turn around and spread them. Like, just do what they ask you to do, bro. Just get it out the way. It's gonna be quick, I promise. Unless it ain't, I don't know. Man, it was quick. From there, you're gonna go into this other room and you're gonna sit underneath a number. Once you're in that part of the room, you could have either stayed undressed from when you was in the office part, or they're gonna ask you to get undressed again. Alright, so check it out. This is just to give y'all a ballpark idea of what to expect at MEPS during the lineup phase of your medical evaluation. This is that part when you in your underwear, they're gonna tell you to take off all your clothes, no shoes, no socks, no shirt, just your underwear basically. You're gonna be lined up in this room with other people of the same sex. Y'all have y'all documents, your yellow folder. You're gonna put that in the bin over your head. I was number 5, put my information in number 5 so it don't get mixed up with anybody else's. And whenever they say number 5, they talking about me. Y'all gonna be all lined up next to each other. Put your arms out, make sure that you're not, this is to give you space for whatever they about to ask y'all to do. Then they're gonna ask y'all to do basic range of motions with your hands, like stuff like this. Is weird, but you know, just do it at the pace that they telling you to do certain stuff. Just little movements like this, just to make sure your limbs, your body parts working and stuff. They're gonna ask you to scrunch your toes up, you know what I'm saying? It feel weird, I know, but you might lose your balance. But they just do what they ask you to do. They're gonna ask you to rotate your foot around. And I'm doing it way out of order. This is not the order they're gonna, I don't remember the exact order. And they ask you to, I'll do it from this way. Kick your foot, like hold your foot out at a 90-degree angle. And when they tell you to kick, your foot gonna look ugly as hell, I know, but just kick, you know what I'm saying? kick but don't touch the ground. They might ask you to do something like this, all while keeping your balance. You're gonna do it with both legs or whatever. I forgot if it's like this or this, but you're gonna basically touch your ears with your arms and then lift out like that. Like just basic ranges of motion to make sure your body can move in certain ways. It might ask you to force it down like that. Like force it, but don't slap, don't do nothing like that. Just, they're gonna explain it to you, and they should have somebody give you a demonstration before you begin. Let me do this, because I know a lot of y'all worried about this. The duck walk. The duck walk is not that hard, it's just irritating. It's annoying. They wanna see you walk from heel to toe. I have my arms right here. I've seen some people on YouTube said that they couldn't do that, so they had to do like this. In my experience, they didn't trip on that. They just said, don't fall and don't get up. Heel, toe, bones cracking and shit. Heel, toe. Don't say that. Your ass gonna be a mess. You gonna get put out. Yeah. So, and you do this all the way from one side of the room to the other. Turn around. Remember, don't be falling forward. Don't be getting up. Don't be twerking. Just, I'm gonna do it the way they do it on YouTube. Heel, toe. Don't raise your ass. Heel, toe. I might not be doing it perfect, but the doctors will tell you if you ain't doing it right, they'll make you do it over. So you might be standing like this, and when they call your number, say number 5. You hit your knees on the ground like this. And they want to hear that. They want to hear that doof. So, boom. They want to hear it. That's the thing. I'm going to show y'all one more thing, bro. And I've told prior service members, I've told other people that was just in MEPS before me, after me. I've told people that they had us do this, and nobody believed me. And I've never seen this on YouTube. So, right after the duck walk, everybody doing it, whoo, like we happy and shit. They like, we need you to do it. We need you to do this. They wanted us to walk on our knees, folks, without dragging your feet. So no dragging your feet, no falling over, no using your hands. So we had to walk on our knees when they told us to go from one side of the room to the other, and it was something like this. With your feet in the air. We was walking on our knees, G. This shit hurt, bro. I ain't gonna flex. Like, what's the purpose of this? And y'all, please somebody tell me they had y'all do this, G, because everybody said that no MEPS had them do this. I swear to God, they had us doing that, bro. I was in that motherfucker like, hey man, I ain't never seen this on YouTube, G. Why is y'all playing with us, bro? They could have been playing with us, but whoever was in MEPS with me, y'all know they had us do that, man. Like, let me know y'all experience if y'all had it, but that may not be everything, but those are the big things that they looking for. Again, the paperwork, the sit down with the doctor, the vitals, taking your blood pressure. They're gonna look in your eyes, look in your ears, look in your mouth, all like, it's just a basic checkup type of thing. But that part when you're in your underwear, that's the part where you really feel like, hey man, am I good enough? That type of thing. But just follow instructions, don't tweak, you should be fine. So that's pretty much it for MEPS, at least for the medical evaluation part. My ASVAB story is a little bit different, so I'm gonna have to make another video on that. But you know, I hope all of y'all have a good experience at MEPS. It's really nothing to be afraid of. It is something to be taken seriously, but at the same time, just don't tweak, bro. It's just common sense, man. So thank you all for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll holler at y'all. Peace. Yo, what's going on, y'all? This your man Marcus A. Brown, aka Red Pill Sailor, and today, really, this shit don't happen until it's time for me to record. Bruh.